I remember the first text I got that night. Just 3 words, blinking on my screen like a warning. Don't come. My heart skipped, though I tried to convince myself it was nothing. Maybe she was tired. Maybe she had last-minute work to do. But something in the way it landed felt like a bruise. It had been days of small oddities. Missed calls I couldn't explain, a faint smell of someone else's perfume on her scarf, the way her laugh sounded too bright, too rehearsed when she said she'd been working late. I told myself I was being paranoid. I wanted to trust her. I needed to. She had been my wife for 10 years. She knew me better than anyone. Still, there was a tension in the air, a weight I couldn't shake. When she said she was ready for the gala, I smiled and tried to mask the unease curling in my chest. I held the door for her, like I always did, expecting the soft warmth of her hand in mine. But she brushed past me with a stiffness that made me frown. And then I saw him. He was tall, impeccably dressed, with a confidence that made him impossible to ignore. And she was laughing at something he whispered, her arm casually draped over his. My stomach turned as if it had twisted inside me. For a second, I thought it was a trick of my mind. Maybe it was a friend from work. But the way her eyes met mine for that split second, wide, panicked, guilty, told me everything. Her face went white the moment she saw me. I could see the color drain from her cheeks, the brief flicker of shame. That image will never leave me. I froze, my hands gripping the car keys, so tightly I thought I might break them. Every memory of us flashed before my eyes. Our first dance in the living room, the night she whispered she loved me while we watched the rain, the mornings where we shared coffee and secrets. And now this cruel, undeniable evidence that everything I thought I knew was a lie. Before I confronted her, I replayed the subtle signs in my head. The sudden secrecy with her phone, the unexplained nights out, the defensiveness over minor questions. Each tiny inconsistency, every small betrayal I had brushed aside, now felt like a scream. I wondered if I had been blind, or maybe I wanted to be. I didn't speak at the gala. I couldn't. I just watched them from across the room, her laughter cutting through me like ice. Every joke, every glance he gave her, every touch, none of it was innocent. My chest tightened, my throat ached, and yet a strange calm settled over me. Not peace. Something colder. Determination. After the gala, I confronted her in the car. My voice was quiet, trembling but steady. "Who is he?" I asked. Her hands gripped the steering wheel. It's not what you think," she stammered. Her eyes avoided mine, darting to the dashboard, to the mirror, anywhere but my face. "Not what I think." I repeated, the words tasting bitter, because what I saw was very clear. You arm in arm with him, smiling like I'm invisible. She looked at me then, really looked, and I saw the flicker of guilt, of shame, of love still tangled with regret. I made a mistake," she whispered. "I didn't mean for it to happen. It just did. I hate that I hurt you." I wanted to scream. I wanted to throw the car door open and run into the night. But I stayed. I listened. And somewhere in that listening, I understood her human fragility. She wasn't some villain in a story. She was a woman who made choices that shattered the life we built. "You made a choice," I said finally, voice low, "and it wasn't just yours. It affected everything. Us. Me. Everything we were." She nodded, tears shining in the dim light. "I know, and I'm sorry. I'll do anything to fix it, to make you forgive me." "You can't," I said, cut her off. The words hurt me more than they could ever hurt her. "Not this. Not now. Not ever. Maybe. I loved you, and I still do, but I can't undo what's been done." The silence after that was deafening. I wanted to hate her, to scream, to run, but mostly I just wanted to disappear from the life that had suddenly become a trap. I walked away that night, each step a mixture of heartbreak and liberation. The betrayal stung, yes, but beneath it was a strange clarity. I didn't need to punish her. I didn't need to beg for answers. I only needed to reclaim myself. Weeks later, the memories still ache, but they no longer cut through me with the same raw edge. I remember her smile in the gala lights, the blush of guilt that betrayed her, The man who thought he could replace a decade of shared life. I remember everything, and yet I also remember the quiet strength I discovered in leaving, in refusing to let her choices define my worth. She called once, her voice soft, tentative, filled with regret. I didn't answer. I don't think I ever will. Some loves die because they were never meant to survive the truth, and that is the hardest lesson of all, that love doesn't always conquer betrayal, but self-respect does. And in that, I found a small, stubborn hope. One day, the pain will soften. One day, the memories will be like ghosts, there, but no longer controlling me. I will remember her, but I will not miss her enough to let her shadow my life. I will remember the night she went white, the night I saw everything, and I will remember walking away, head high, heart broken, but alive.